So what do you call yourself? Welcome to the LaTangela Show. Hey.
Hey, what can I do for you this fine day?
This is your destiny. Hot, hot, hot. Right now.
Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Kick it.
Come on in and enjoy yourself.
Right now.
We gon' party like no one else. Welcome to the LaTangela Show.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, sunshine. How y'all doing?
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm good, and thank y'all so much for taking time out of your schedule because I know you've been busy. It's been a whirlwind, and everybody's got questions that need answers. And we'll do this virtually today, but next round, you got to make the field trip to Louisiana, and we do this in person, okay?
I've been waiting to come to Louisiana, so you ain't got to tell me twice.
So I've been to New Orleans before, so I'm definitely trying to get back out there.
Hey, look, say less. You know, this is an extension of your office, and Paramount Plus, they definitely got this right. It's the return of Family Legacy, where the world
Yes.
gets to see the inside scoop, behind the scene coverage, and all of the tidbits that the world probably would never get to know about some of their favorite stars through their biggest stars. You know what I mean? Because for these
Yes.
celebrities, you are their shining light. You are the inspiration behind everything that they do. And you know their favorite cereal, you know their pet peeves. While we're just sitting here like, wow, you know what? It's cool. So tell me
Right.
your link to Family Legacy.
Say that again. I'm sorry, cut out.
Tell me your link to Family Legacy.
So I guess our link to Family Legacy is our father, who goes by the name of Method Man.
From the legendary Wu-Tang Clan, of course.
Yes, yes, very iconic. Now you
Yes.
call him dad. We call him that guy. You know what I mean?
For sure.
How was it growing up with Method Man, the dad?
Pretty normal, I guess. You know, he's just a dad for
He's
real.
fun.
Yeah,
He's a fun guy.
yeah, he cool. He's just just extra chill, just want to have fun. He's a big kid when he want to be, you know.
Yes, amusement parks were our thing too. Like he would take us to a lot of amusement parks,
Disney World.
Disney's, Universals, because I think he enjoyed it more than us.
Oh, for
He
sure.
just
Really?
used us as an excuse.
Yeah.
But it's
The perfect excuse talking about, hey, look, y'all gonna go with me and you gonna act like you like it, whether you like it or not.
exactly.
Right.
Look, while filming this show, what are some of the things that you really look forward to?
Well, I look forward to learning about the other kids for real and how like they grew up as well, because we seen it from our perspective in our house. So like I'm curious to know like how was DMX as a dad? How was, Wyclef as a dad? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Yes, and I feel
Someone
like there's
please
a
call 911.
no. I feel like there are a lot of things you can call them like children of celebrities or just us kids in general with like parents who are in the limelight that I feel like we can all share experiences. So looking forward to this season 2 of MTV's Family Legacy, I feel like it's just going to be a lot of comparison for us, at least with a lot of the other kids, because there's so many people. Like he said, there's DMX's son, there's Lil Jon's son, Reginae Carter, who's Lil Wayne's daughter. Like it's just a plethora of artists and kids and just more people than everybody got kids, but it's more people than I knew.
And sometimes it can get quite chaotic. And when they come home, the children are their balance, you know? So in the midst of all that chaos, you having to share your dad with the world, did that ever get a little confusing or a little antsy for you?
Can I answer?
yeah.
Yeah.
When we were younger, our dad, like, he's a big kid, so we used to stay in Toys R Us and just shopping for toys and stuff like that. So I think there was a point where we would write signs and it would say no pictures, please, and we would like tape it or like safety pin it onto our shirts because we just wanted to go get some Barbies and some Legos. Like
That's
we
it.
we didn't want to do all the pictures and stuff and the autographs, okay? So you had to know from like 6 years old, 6 and
Yeah.
7 years old. So that's one of the earliest memories I feel like I definitely.
Literally.
But do you ever
Like,
feel the pressure of having to live up to that expectancy that the rest of the world has on your dad? You know, they expect him to show up and be this superstar everywhere he goes. Every time he shows up, there is no off switch. You know, it's almost like if you don't want to be a celebrity, don't leave the house. Where you have
Yeah.
access to him all the time. When we finally get to see him, that is the, oh my God, that's really him floating by, because he doesn't walk, he floats. You should just know this. Method Man floats when we see him, okay? To you, he walks by, he's dead. Oh, just give me my remote and go on. To us, we see him, and that's that guy floating by again, you know?
So there, I feel like for me, there's definitely pressures being like the girl, and we both make music. So it's like coming out, people are like, you don't sound like, you look like your dad, but you don't sound like your dad, and you don't sound like your dad, but you're a girl. It's just like so much stuff. So it's a lot of high standards that people hold us to, but we stay grounded. So
Yeah, for sure. We definitely know the legacy that we carry, but we definitely carving out our own lanes and own paths, to find our niche and our place in this, so-called big world.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you find your balance? Besides picking on your brother and giving him a hard time, because I see who's the boss here, sir. I got you. I got you. Don't worry about it, ma'am.
it's been like that since we were kids. He's older, but hey, girl power, Women's History Month.
That part.
But the balance for me, I am a music lover myself, so I just make playlists for every mood that I'm in, and I just go from there. What about you?
I just stay humble, stay myself, I know like I live and breathe and I was born into this culture. So ain't really, a way for me to really so-called find balance. It's just there for me, I guess.
Now, you say you make playlists. Is your dad on your playlist?
Of course.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
He's on a few of them. He got a few of them. Yeah.
As an artist, how do you stay inspired to be able to find your own sound and not fall into that I have to mimic my dad's style?
Oh man, one thing that he's definitely taught me was instead of just because I used to just listen to straight hip hop, I didn't like other genres. And he would tell me like venture off into other things, like listen to rock and roll, listen to soul music, listen to R&B, listen to country music. There's a whole bunch there's like a lot of music out there that you could pull from. And even with his song Method Man, like the things that he's pulled from, you would never know, like, yo, he listens to that. Like, yeah, like in his free time, like you would never guess. Like he's put me onto something called this band called The Vines, and I love it now. I love them.
Yeah. I like
For me,
it.
I find inspiration and just everything. I'm sorry, in my family. Like we're all musically inclined. My brother's been doing music for a very long time, and I'm a big fan of his. So when I feel like a lot of the times, like he just dropped a new project. Let's try again. Okay.
Okay, he's over. Look, and he's over here holding out on us.
But let's try again. It will be on all DSPs March 25th, the same day Family Legacy Season 2 is airing with Paramount Plus.
Sure.
Okay. So I just honestly just find inspiration from my brother. We've been close like this our whole life, ran in the same friend groups and all of that. So hearing him and him putting like his all, and just like even when he plays like things for me that haven't released yet, I'll be like, you gotta make the ugly face. Like, gotta go do something. Good. Come back fast. Right. Because we can't let the guys have it all. I gotta step my game up. Definitely challenges me and pushes me to that. So definitely.
I love it. I'm so excited to see everything that you all have going on. And I want you to think of this as an extension of your office. Right now we're getting ready to kick off Family Legacy Paramount Plus. The 25th, it's all the way up. We got music dropping, so that means we're going to need more interviews. So pull up on me. Okay.
Yes.
Look, I know you have more work to do, so I'm going to let you chase the sun or let the sun chase you. But either way, get after it. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing y'all can do about it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And be sure to tell your daddy I say hey. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Peace.